know when you got like a good itch, you guys should keep going in on it. Oh, woo! All right. Honestly, I'm really hesitant to start this video. Genuinely. Before I say anything, actually, I want to say shout out to Kane Parsons. Especially as an up-and-coming director myself, having the chance to do something this grand of a scale. I already know this movie is going to make it millions. It's going to make everything it spent its budget on maybe times 1,000. Like, this movie's going crazy. The promotion went crazy. It was very, I think they had like a website you can call a phone number. It was like, oh, they actually tried. So seeing a movie actually try is all I can really credit before going in and seeing it myself. He did everything correctly going into this movie. Like I said, he's been doing multiple interviews. I've been seeing a lot of people, talking about the movie, about if he even directed it or not. That's all publicity is good publicity when it comes to movies itself. So before I say anything, I want to say shout out to Kane Parsons. He is 19 years old and he is a millionaire now off something that he didn't create it, but he kind of like popularized it. Because Backrooms was a thing, and then he made a video game about it, or he made like the short series on YouTube, and then it became what it was. And I sound really like skeptical coming into this, because I just don't want to I don't want to say what I really want to say about it. But past this point, I'm letting the motor mouth do what the motor mouth does, and spoiler review coming in like 3 seconds. As I said earlier, he is the youngest person to direct for A24. He has no prior movies before this. He has nothing before this. It is his first movie as a director, as anything. He wasn't a PA, he wasn't a gaffer, he wasn't anything inside the movie industry before this movie right here. And as amazing as that sounds, that is a complete hindrance to your ability as a director, unfortunately. Especially because I'm learning right now. I'm in school. I'm dropping a short film in a couple of months. There's a lot that goes into it, man. Like, from the outside looking in, it may just seem like kind of just anybody can just walk up, direct a movie, and there's a 50% chance whether or not it's amazing or it's shit. But if you don't know what you're doing in anything, there's a 100% chance that you're not going to have the same potential that you would have if you've already done some movies, done some short films before, done some script writing before, failed a few times. Like, having your first ever spectacle be released, and that's what it is, your first ever spectacle, like, that's amazing. But like I said, it's a hindrance within itself. Like, if you have never played basketball before, you shouldn't go play in the finals. If you haven't thrown a football in your life, you shouldn't be second string QB put to the first for the Super Bowl, like touchdown shot. Like, you can't be put in these huge positions in your first ever time doing something, because people create these huge expectations for you. And it may sound like I'm yapping, but I'm really just trying to like cushion the blow for what I'm really about to say during this review. Because this movie, after I just got done watching it maybe like an hour ago. It just finished. I drove home, I sat down for a little bit, and this movie really wasn't good, unfortunately, to say that. It was an amazing art piece, is what I will say. The cinematography was amazing. The set design was immaculate, perfect even. Everything that comes to art, set design, costumes, the antagonist inside the movie, all those things are perfect, and that is what is saving this movie from being just a complete and utter shit show, I feel like. Because, there's a few things I can kind of get into before I really get into like those things. Like I said, set design, you guys deserve a bonus on top of your bonus. Like, you guys were amazing. I heard there was like 30,000 different backrooms actually built, and it shows. It shows there's nothing repetitive inside this movie. That doesn't show the same rooms, other than when like they go in and like they enter the back rooms, and then when they exit, that's the only time like the same set is shown. Other than that, everything is completely different. They've explored different levels. They explored a little bit into the pool rooms. They explored a little bit into level 2. That's like the little like steam pipe room. They explored a little bit into like the neighborhood. I don't know what level that is, but like the neighborhood portion of the back rooms, like they really did they big one when it comes to just like showing how vast and how hopeless you can be if you don't know where you're going inside the back rooms. Like you really don't think about that as a concept. Like us as people, like, oh, if I got in the back rooms, I'd probably, go in there with a crowbar and just go in and take over everything, and I'd survive at least. Like, no, bro, you're not gonna. You're gonna get lost, and then you're probably gonna just die of starvation. Like this place is huge, and that's what Kane Parsons, I'm sure, had the vision to really show during this movie. It's just how huge this place is and how hopeless it can be if you end up getting lost inside there. If you get lost, you're cooked. I mean, that's really, you're absolutely cooked. There is no stumbling upon, and maybe I can just like accidentally no clip back into the, like, no, there was only one entrance and one exit inside. This is only shown one way you can enter this, and that's the only way you can exit it as well. Like there is no clipping back into a random bathroom or something. So yes, I will say that the art was amazing, and set designers and costume designers, y'all did y'all big one doing this, and y'all deserve all the praises and money in the world for creating this masterpiece that is the set design of the Backrooms. But then everything else kind of falls through your hand like sand when you really just start to just look past how great this movie looks. The characters, they're extremely two-dimensional. And I was expecting a lot going into this. I expected, maybe that's was my downfall, was expecting like way too much going into this movie. The main character is introduced as somebody that lost his family, lost his wife, to basically like focusing so much on just like working his job and stuff like that. And that is an amazing beginning to a character. Oh, I want to see what he ends up becoming by the end of his storyline. Does he end up redeeming himself? Does he end up, finding a way to apologize to his wife for working so much? Does anything end up happening to his character at all, other than this aspect being introduced and then him staying the exact same character throughout the entire time and then just dying? Like there's nothing happens with this character. He doesn't risk his life to save anybody. He doesn't change. Like the character stays the exact same throughout the entire movie. And that would be okay if he wasn't like one of two main characters. Like there's him, and then there's two characters that really don't really matter because they're just there for fuck all's sake, I guess is the best way to put it. They die. They're not even really introduced as characters. We know their names, but we don't really know like the role they play until literally the very end. Like there is no role. We just know like why they're in the store, basically. Like, oh, that's my assistant manager. It's like one of the lines he said, and that's the only reason. Like that's the only depth to those characters that we have for those two characters. And then there's the main actress who was also shown a lot during the promotion and trailers and stuff like that. She's the like, I think there's like a poster where he's going like this, and there's like a one if she's like kind of beneath him or something like that. Like she's the other actress, and her storyline is that she's a therapist who had a very rough childhood growing up. Her mom kind of like trapped her inside the house and thought people were chasing after her and stuff like that. And at some point they like ended up like, like when people like see freshly cement and they kind of like put their handprint inside of it or put their foot inside of it or put Apollo was here or whatever the fuck. They ended up doing that at some point, and that's kind of where the character ends as well. Like there is no growth for that character. There is no maybe I'm just like, I didn't pay attention close enough. Like literally, it just feels like, and I really hate to say this because he's an indie director, but it's just like, unfortunately, these things have to be said for anybody to grow. If I made something like this, I would want somebody to be brutally honest with me, and so I can grow and become a better director myself. But it's just like, this movie is such a nothing burger of a movie. Like, it's like looking at a beautiful masterpiece of a painting, and then you ask the painter, yo, what inspired you to do this? I don't know. Well, what color, what utensils did you use to paint this? I don't know. Well, where did you paint this? I don't know. Like, do you know anything about this? Like, is it just a masterpiece of a painting, and that's where it ends? There's no story behind it. You don't know what you used to build this. You don't know what emotions it took to bring this out of you. Like, there's nothing. This is just this amazing looking piece, and that's literally it. And that's what watching the Backrooms is like. It's just like the characters are two-dimensional and they go nowhere. The story, I don't even think there is a story. Like, genuinely, there is no storyline. It kind of just feels like an extended version to a Kane Parsons YouTube video, and I think that's what he had like the intention to go in here and do, but it's just like, you can't do that. Like, you can't do that, unfortunately. I mean, you should have just dropped this on YouTube if that's what your like goal was. But the story, I can't tell you the story. Unfortunately, I cannot tell you what the story. Like, I was sitting in between. It's gonna sound crazy, but I was sitting in between like a group of middle schoolers on this side, a group of middle schoolers on this side. So like, I was the only grown man like in this entire row. I fucking randomized and I got the worst of luck, whatever the fuck. But I was surrounded by middle schoolers, and literally even they were like my grown man mind got up and was like, what the fuck was the story to that? And then the little fucking 13-year-old girl, and what the fuck? What was the story to that? Like, even they were saying that. I was like, yo, like the kid, the other nigga next to me was like, that was ass. Like, it was just like everybody kind of like, the movie ended, and it was just like, what? Like that, like genuinely, you will. I promise you, when you go and watch this movie, if you've already watched this much of it and you don't care about spoilers, I promise you fucking will watch this movie and you'll get to the end and be like, huh? Like, literally, what the fuck was that? Like, that made no sense. Nigga, what is that, the Backrooms demon? I know y'all heard that. My cat. She's never done that before. Fiending getting inside here. Fiending. But I don't even remember where I was at. But honestly, I could probably just pick up anywhere and it'll make more sense than that fucking story did in that movie. But characters made no sense. Story made no sense. So script was just basura. Like, I don't think, like, really just the story. I will try my best to explain it to you. The story is about the man, like I said, he got left by his wife because he was working too much and wasn't paying enough attention to the household or her, and he ends up moving into this furniture shop that he owns that's also kind of like going out of business because no sales are being made. And then he ends up stumbling across the Backrooms, and then he goes in the Backrooms and says, yo, this is cool, comes back out, brings 2 more people in there to record and get evidence that the Backrooms exist. One of them just dies, and then it cuts to the therapist he's been talking to, and she remembers him being like, yo, I'm going to this place under the store or whatever, and she's like, let me go check it out. And then she goes in there, and then they encounter each other, and then he attacks her and ties her down, and then he dies, and then she, I don't know, man. Like, it's just like, there's no storyline, man. There's no storyline. Like, and I promise you can go watch it yourself. I promise you. I can't even tell you what the importance of the therapist character was. I can't even tell you what the importance of that character was. Like, just really just thinking about it, I can't even fucking tell you what the hell her like. I can't even tell you what her origin was. Like, I know that she like was being trapped by her mom or whatever, but then it keeps going back to her childhood and showing different points of her childhood, and it's just like, what? Like, what is this? What do you mean by this? What am I just? Maybe I'm just the one that has no media literacy. Like, maybe I'm just the one that has no media literacy. But it's just like nothing in this movie made any sense at all. And I think they really try to like cover themselves by being like, yo, this movie is so like scary and out there. But it's like, even the movie wasn't really even like, it wasn't even scary. I know this is coming from me, and I watch scary movies all the time. So I'm like the one person to trust about it, but I'm also the one person to not trust about it. Because like, if I say something's not scary, then it's just like, oh, of course he's not scared, because he's not really scared by nothing. But I can really say from a non like scare bias standpoint, there's nothing that's gonna really scare you inside this movie. The antagonist, you know, I can really just go ahead and say what the antagonist is. You know that like the figure that be chasing them in the Backrooms, like YouTube or whatever, and like how fast that thing is, and how crazy and like unpredictable and sporadic that thing is. It's that, but without all those adjectives I just said. That thing is the slowest moving thing literally in the world. Like, everybody that runs from that thing in this movie escapes it. I'll go ahead and just say that right now. Everything that runs from that, except unless they get like trapped, or like they literally cannot, like there's nothing they can do. Like if I go into this room and there's no way I can get out of here, that's the only way that thing can kill you. Because if you just go at a steady pace and walk away from this thing, you're going to escape it. Like, the main character escaped it. The one of the two useless characters escaped it, but then died to some bullshit. The therapist at the end escapes it, and he's even slower in that form. Like there's just nothing really scary about it, and you won't understand it until you go watch it yourself. There's no like. And I love slow cook movies. I watched Seven. Seven is my favorite movie of all time, damn near. Seven is an amazing movie. Shout out Morgan Freeman. But like, there's nothing like this. Is slow cooked to nothing. It's like you just like in your room all day, and you just smelling like an aroma, and you like, woo! Like that smell like some crazy beef stew. I know mom going crazy with the pot roast inside there. I can smell the carrots cooking. I can smell the meat tenderizing. I can smell the flavors, the seasoning. I can smell all of it. Woo! And then you walk into the kitchen, your mom in there just like, how you doing, baby? Everything's all warm. There's candles lit. There's, the environment looks just all warm and just like, it warms your heart. And then you like just see your mom stirring something. You're like, Mom, what you cooking, Mom? And then you look in the fucking pot and there's nothing in there. Like, Mom, are you fucking crazy? What the hell are you doing inside here? And then she look at you and she's not even your mom for real. It's just some random lady. Like, get the fuck out of my house. I don't even live with my mom. What are you doing here? Like, there was nothing being cooked. What was the smell then? You find out the smell is like fucking the little fucking Glade, the little Glade packs they plug into the wall and shit. Like, nigga, you been fucking tricking me this whole time? Like, it smelled immaculate. I couldn't wait to go see this movie. I couldn't wait. Like, god damn, I couldn't wait to go see this movie, bro. You can ask anybody. You can ask anybody in the world. I swear to God, I couldn't wait to come see this movie. And it makes it worse because I was like, even like last year, a couple years ago, I was like, yo, somebody need to make a Backrooms movie. That shit would be fire. They could go this route. They could do this. I was saying mad ideas, bro. My two people that I thought was my closest homies was like, yeah, that's cool, but you probably shouldn't even worry about doing nothing like that. And I was like, yeah, you right. And then Kane Parsons picked it up, so I was like, all right, bet, say less, is about to be fire. And then this is what it turned out to. Like, shout out Kane Parsons, bro. Like I said, that all jokes aside, this is very huge for indie creators because this guy, no matter what I think about this movie's about to get billions, if not if not higher. Like if I can give this nigga probably $1 trillion, like he's going to get that because Backrooms, like even in my small ass city, the theater was full. So I know in places like New York, Texas, California, the theaters have to be fucking chock full. And I really hope that people buy this ticket and cash out and go and watch this movie before the reviews hit the streets, honestly. And that's really it, man. That's really it, because I can only imagine what's about to happen. It just is like in the media. I don't think anybody's gonna say this movie's good. Like the reaction we saw from Obsession, where like I've never seen one person say that movie was bad yet. Like the worst I've seen is people say that the movie is good, but like for Backrooms, I think it'd be a hot take to call this a great movie. Like it's just like it really proves that if you want to go and direct a full feature film, you have to do some other stuff first, bro. Like, and that's shown between the two movies that came out in the past like 2 weeks. You have Curry Barker, who directed an abundance of short films, an abundance of skits, an abundance of just learning how to make people laugh, make people cry, make people scared. Like he studied it. He did like 5 or 6 plus short films, and he has probably over like 100 skits at this point. And he honed his craft and did what he needed to do and created Obsession. And then you have Kane Parsons, who's never created any type of short films or anything like that. I think the most he's done, of course, is the majorly popular things on YouTube that are like the Backrooms little short stories or whatever. But those aren't really short films. Those are, I'm pretty sure, heavily animated from what I remember. I don't know the full story with that, but I'm pretty sure most of those are like very heavily animated. Or just with, I don't know what it is, but I know it's created in some type of fucking, I don't know, 3D shit. I have no fucking idea. But you had 2 very different approaches to making their first movie, and both blow up crazy. Both are gonna blow up crazy. Let me go ahead and say Obsession's already made triple what its budget was, and Backrooms is gonna make quintuple what its budget was. Both are gonna make money, but only one you can tell like, oh, this person knows what they're doing. The other one is like, good job, man. Let's see what you got next after this one. Like people are gonna walk out Backrooms like, oh, okay, all right, let's see what he does next. And Curry Barker, you walk out Obsession like, that was amazing. I want to see what this man's creating next, and I can't wait to be first in line to watch it. But that's just my opinion. Like I said, I really wanted this movie to be good, so I can come on here and just give nothing but graces to it. But this movie was just not a good movie in my opinion. I didn't even grade it. I can grade it right now, but I just don't think it would give any justice to it. Like I said, the art crew went absolutely nuts. So we got script. I might go at most, man. Honestly, I might gotta give the script a 1 out of 10, man. Like I'm being so serious. The acting, the lead actors were good. The 2 little side characters, I guess they were supposed to be comedic, but nothing they really did was funny. Like they weren't funny. They weren't funny in the slightest. The movie maybe got a chuckle out of me from their what was supposed to be comedic actors. So script at a 1, acting I'll give it a 5 because the 2 lead actors were amazing and the other 2 actors were just existent. Cinematography, honestly, I'll give cinematography a 10 out of 10. heart and art, I'll give art a 10 out of 10. And I'll give heart. I mean, just like you really can't tell how much heart was really put into this, because I know Kane Parsons went there and tried his hardest. But it's like the script and the acting being the outcome that it was, just like, man, like how much heart did you really put into this? But then you see the set designs, and he clearly, I mean, there was a lot of heart put into this, but it's like, I don't know. I'd say anything from the art side of things, cinematography, art, heart, I'll give it 10. But the script, a 1 out of 10, and the acting, I'm damn near willing to put that into like a 4 out of 10. Because it's like there's like nothing. There was not even like any memorable scenes in it. Like, I don't know, man. So we got a 5, 15, 25, 35. Yeah, I mean, you get a 35 out of 50. I mean, damn near close to being close to getting cooked. I ain't gonna hold you, but 35 out of 50. If anything, just wait for streaming services, man. Actually, no. Go support. No, let me not even say something like that. Go support the fuck out of this movie. Don't listen to nothing I have to say. Let me know what your opinion was after watching it. Am I bugging? Let me know. Bye.